Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News starts right now.
And we begin tonight at 10 with a Detroit mother demanding answers after her 7-year-old wanders away from her school, and the child walked more than a half a mile along 7 Mile and Hayes before a Good Samaritan took her to police.
So the question tonight is, how did this little girl just walk away from elementary school without anyone noticing? Mara McDonald, live on Detroit's east side. We've learned the child is in first grade, Mara.
That's right, Devin. And according to the school district, which responded to us tonight, procedures were not followed here. But walking out of school is one thing. Wait till you see the busy roads this kid was walking on and how far she got. That Good Samaritan did two things: took a pic of the child and put it up on her social media, alerting people she'd been found walking in the area of 7 and Hayes, and then going immediately to Detroit's 9th Precinct. Her mother, who doesn't want to be identified, got the call.
We have your daughter here with us at the 9th Precinct. I'm like, I know you lying. You ain't got my baby. You know, she in school. I walked her in school myself, you know. They're like, no. I asked them to describe to me what she had on. They described her to a T. I left work flying, to get to her. Like, I was scared.
She gets to the 9th Precinct, is told her daughter didn't just walk out of school. She walked more than half a mile along Hayes Road and ended up at 7 Mile, where a fellow mom driving by saw the little girl and picked her up.
Someone did pick her up. Stranger did pick her up, but thank God, they took her where they said they was gonna take her, so I was most thankful for that.
But what if they hadn't?
But that's the thing. What if they hadn't?
In a statement, DPSCD says, quote, the district protocols for handling this incident were not followed by school-based personnel and will be addressed internally. Back here live, protocols like this child was at the office. Nobody walked her to her classroom. Little girl can't give her mom an answer for why she decided to leave school, just that she did. The mom in this case is dealing with Dr. Vitti personally and says she has had some feedback and is trying to figure out whether she's going to let her come back to school here. We're live on Detroit's East Side. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Understandable. All right, Mara. Another Detroit mom speaking out tonight about the alarming phone call she received from her child's school saying dogs were attacking students on the playground during recess.
This incident happened Thursday afternoon at Bates Academy on Detroit's west side. The school was put on lockdown as parents rushed to get their kids. Tonight, our Sean Lay spoke to one of those parents. Sean.
Such a disturbing story here, especially Kimberly, you as a mom, all the parents, the kids being attacked in that video, so hard to watch. We want to warn everyone, we've blurred it out, but it shows you the idea of the chaos and the violence out there. And here's the deal. The two girls, the good news is they are recovering, but we're asking tonight what's being done to make sure this never happens again.
It felt like an active shooter situation because, you're getting calls from your children and they're frantic.
Those chaotic calls coming from the kids of Bates Academy mom Andrea Hunter Thursday, where pit bulls had just run into the school and were on the attack. Ow! And there seemed to be no plan in place to handle this life-threatening emergency.
What if that was an actual active shooter situation? And they were that loud. No, the teacher wasn't really calming them, doing a good job calming them down. They would have been found out.
This horrific cell phone video is sending shockwaves throughout Metro Detroit. It started outside of the school. Kids screaming, running, one dog attacking a girl, no one helping.
I said, why didn't anybody help her? She said, because honestly, we just didn't know what to do.
Nobody was helping her because nobody knows how. And I can't tell you, Detroit Dog Rescue has been in so many schools and it breaks my heart. And people say, oh, that's so fun, you take puppies to schools. No, I don't. I go to schools to teach children how to protect themselves from stray dog attacks.
Freeze, don't scream, don't run. Adults must jump in. Detroit Animal Control says it has more staff, better response time.
If people see stray dogs, we want them to call the city's hotline. It's 313-922-DOGS.
But Detroit Dog Rescue's Christina Rinaldi insists being proactive is the key to saving a child's life next time.
When kids are hurt, as a mom who has school-age children, and as a dog rescuer, as someone who loves the city, we're not doing enough. We have to stop pretending like this doesn't exist, and we have to work together.
Also a very dangerous and tough job for the animal control officers of Detroit who went out to Bates, were able to corral and capture one of the dogs. It is here at the shelter tonight being tested for rabies. The other dog unaccounted for. Detroit Animal Control, Kimberly, says they are out there trying to track that dog down. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4 Kimberly, back to you.
Yeah, so hard to watch that video though, Sean, really. All right, appreciate it.
Well, right now, a disturbing video showing an altercation between a substitute teacher and a 6th grader is going viral, too.
The video showing substitute teacher dragging and hitting 11-year-old DeAndre Gillespie has been viewed on Facebook more than 21,000 times. The incident happened Monday at Ypsilanti Middle School. Gillespie's mother admitted her son behaved badly, but feels the teacher crossed the line and acted out of rage.
I have sometimes issues with behavior, but it doesn't give me the right to go out and hit him or drag him, you know. So I don't feel like she was right at all.
Police are investigating the incident. The teacher has not been charged.
A Kent County deputy is recovering tonight after getting shot in the hand during a death investigation. Deputies were called for a welfare check at a home yesterday in Cutlerville, and that's where they found a 49-year-old man dead. Deputies say his 19-year-old son pulled up to the home as they were investigating. They approached his car and saw a rifle. Deputies and teens struggled over the weapon. The teen fired it, hitting one of the deputies in the hand. The teen was arrested at the scene and is now a suspect in the homicide.
A Detroit woman facing drug charges after a major fentanyl bust in Ohio. 29-year-old Portia Taylor was pulled over by state troopers last Friday for a traffic violation. State troopers say a drug-sniffing dog led them to her car and they found 405 grams of fentanyl. Investigators say it's worth about $53,000. Taylor is charged with trafficking and possession of fentanyl. If convicted, she faces up to 22 years in prison. Right now, a Detroit family needs your help finding the person who shot and killed their loved one.
Police say Deontay Walker was murdered on Monday at his home on Fisher near Mack and Van Dyke on the city's east side. We're told someone knocked on his door and started shooting at him. Walker was a father of 2, a certified mechanic. His mother says she wants the killer to come forward.
Just turn yourself in and be a true friend to my son and whoever done it. Because I can't say who done it because I don't know. But just turn yourself in and give us some closure and give your family some closure.
Crime Stoppers offering a cash reward of up to $2,500 for information that leads to an arrest. If you can help, you know the number, 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
In the past hour, we've learned more about the investigation into student illnesses at a school in Genesee County.
This was the scene earlier today at Edgerton Elementary School in Vienna Township. Teachers called 911 just after 1 o'clock saying 15 to 18 students were experiencing nausea and dizziness. Right now, 4 kindergartners are in the hospital. The sheriff says it was a foreign substance that caused their illness and not carbon monoxide, as earlier might have been suspected. Evidence was collected. It has been sent to state police for further investigation.
Today, the FDA set some dates to publicly review COVID-19 vaccines for the youngest American children. The agency says it will gather its outside experts on June 8th, 21st, and 22nd, although the dates aren't yet final. Just yesterday, Moderna asked for emergency use authorization for its COVID vaccine for children younger than 6 years old. We're still waiting for new results from Pfizer to see if it will make a similar request. 18 million children are the last age group that has not been approved for COVID-19 vaccines.
We're tracking a highly contagious strain of blue flu, and today it's been detected in a human for the first time in the U.S. First human case spotted at a commercial farm in Colorado. We're told the patient was working with poultry, suspected of being infected when he was directly exposed. Bird flu, I should say, not blue flu. He's described as being under the age of 40, being treated right now with Tamiflu. So far, this avian flu has spread across more than 24 states. It has likely killed hundreds of birds so far.
The nationwide baby formula recall has created supply issues for those who rely on formula to feed their babies. And now some stores are limiting how much you can buy as this new whistleblower provides surprising new information on the recall investigation. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester has more on this huge problem.
If you're trying to find formula right now, well, good luck. It is in short supply. Whether you're shopping here at this Meijer store in Detroit, Target, CVS, Walgreens, we've been all over the place. And a lot of it has to do with that very big recall. Come with us shopping and you'll notice one thing for sure. Baby formula is in short supply. At this Target store in Southfield, there's not much on store shelves, and shoppers are being limited into how much they can purchase. At CVS and also at Walgreens in Oak Park, shoppers again being reminded they can only purchase so much at one time. And the short supply has a lot to do with the infant formula recall. More on that in a moment. Right now, meet shopper Jafani Edison. She, like many, concerned about the recall and also the limited supply available.
It hasn't been anything here for like a week.
I mean, there's hardly any supply.
No, it's been like this for a minute.
According to the Consumer Insider, during the week of April 3rd, approximately 30% of infant formula were out of stock nationwide. And many stores, including Walmart, Target, CVS, and Walgreens, now limiting the amount of baby formula that can be purchased at one time. Walmart allowing you to buy 5 containers. Target hasn't announced the restrictions, but online buyers are capped at 4. And shoppers at Walgreens and CVS limited to 3. The short supply is connected to the massive Abbott infant formula recall. The product pulled from store shelves nationwide after children became sick. Some died because of a bacteria within that product. An investigation got underway. And now we've learned a whistleblower has come forward, someone who worked within the Sturgis, Michigan plant. Someone who says they had alerted the FDA months before the recall about the practices within the facility, and nothing was done.
Well, there are a lot of questions that we are really interested to know as to why did it take so long to have a recall.
Some insiders say they've turned to Amazon buying their formula there, but be careful because there can be some issues with third-party sellers. Make sure you know exactly where you're getting the product from when ordering online. We're here in Detroit. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank, Local 4.
All right, we're going to be back in 90 seconds with a look at a local couple going on a 1,000-mile bicycle adventure, hoping to raise awareness for something very meaningful to them.
And the death toll.
Daily life is getting more expensive for all of us.
Especially for our neighbors with kids who struggle to afford food. They need the help